Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Here we go, D.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Deep grip.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Shift. Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo. Let go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taylor now returning it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Hey, Alpha.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, dog. Hey, Mike 52, go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
60 Pittsburgh. You must be dreaming.
Watch twist. Watch the twist. Showing it. Showing it.
Be driven.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Set. 30 base.
Right there, 56. Let's get the ball.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Watch that. Go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Okay, break.
51, Mike 50.
61, matchbox lights.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, high set, hit it.
They'll set up a throw.
Good track.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
5.
Second and 13. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm trying to collect.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. On the ground, Michel. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
2nd and 3. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's come across. I don't think you got it, son. Tight dog. dog, tight dog, tight dog.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. On the ground, it's Chubb. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
132 fighter.
Now Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Chubb, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Jam, jam, jam.
80 weapons. 5.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. To return is Taylor. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Greystone travel. Let's go.
On the toss, here's Michelle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
You must be getting tired of
Protein spill.
Joker.
Hey, Delta.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Gotta do better.
2nd and long. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them...
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Courtland Sutton, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bandit. Kill.
General West. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
Lock pass. From the sideline.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is locked. And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Set. 10 Lobo.
58, the money. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Leo. Let's go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run with Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go. 30 base.
Mike 50, huh? Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, check.
Lee Griffin.
Block working out of the gun. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
On the double.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. Crunch. 5. Hit it.
2nd and 5.
6-man. Check.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie. Hey!
Mike 27.
Now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We got 4.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, let's go.
They run it again with Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Come on,
an extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Hey, hey, hey. We got three. We got three.
Hey, zoom.
Operating from the gun. Block. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our field.
Hey, Charlie. Deep grip. Deep grip.
Block now on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Go on, go on. Let's go.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Block now on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Block now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Set 70, Indy.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Snap.
From the gun. Block. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Go. Get it.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there. That's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
X3. 218, chopper.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, orbit. Shoot!
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cortland Sutton, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Got it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
61, matchbox lights.
Here's Locke to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down, Cleveland.
Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
58, come on. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. 58.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Browns' 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They run. Jump. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Locke off a play action. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Come on, set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. He runs. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 52.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
22 jet bombers.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike 20.
Who that?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 16. Brings up 2nd down at the 49-yard line.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
Man, that's trash. Check 26. Hey, watch this.
80 weapon. Go.
On 2nd down, Michel. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
I got you, boy.
5.
Gets it to Meredith, complete. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Now.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Here we go.
Smooth.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check.
Yo, go.
Here we go. Mike 27.
Sit.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
You think you gonna get this?
Hey, Delta.
You think you gonna get this?
Ready.
Back to throw here.
All day, every day, any day.
Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really with the 4-minute offense is
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Set. 8, read.
I'm coming after you. Check 3.
Shoot.
To throw it is locked. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
All day, baby, all day. Kick.
Go.
And off comes to Chubb. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check it back. Check it back.
Protein spill. Hey, foxtrot. Lead grip.
On 1st down, Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A give. This is Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get the timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for Cleveland. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Patriots, 1st down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge... play at this point in the game.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
15 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.